This is my Specialized S-Works Levo that I'm going to be riding up Mount Everest. Not really, I'm going to do a load of laps of one hill to get the elevation of Everest, which is going to be really, really cool. It's ended up with a really cool build because I've also got descend, so it's quite a lot to think about. So we started with the S-Works Levo 4, which is just a really, really good bike. You've got loads of power in the motor, massive battery, it is the e-bike to buy. And then we put a few XC touches on it to make it a bit lighter, which has been really cool. So I'll start with suspension. We kept the Genie shock because this frame performs really well with that, but we dropped the fork from 38 to 36. I don't particularly need the stiffer chassis, so that fork's quite a bit lighter, and it's gold, which is quite cool. The wheel set, kept the rear wheel, so that's a very strong wheel. That's a Traverse HD, which is brilliant. I did put the DT Swiss Ratchet DF kit in the hub, so that decouples the drivetrain from the suspension, so I'm not going to get a pedal kickback. Once it has engaged, there's 90 points of engagement in that hub, so it sounds really cool. The front wheel though, that is a Control World Cup cross-country wheel. I've robbed that off of my bike. It's got carbon fibre spokes, titanium hardware. As a wheel set, they weigh less than a kilogram, so hopefully that wheel's not going to break. The tyres I've gone for a double down rear casing, Exo Plus front casing, DHR and Assegai, which is a classic combo, and it should be absolutely brilliant. The brakes are very, very cool as well. These are Trickstuff Picklers, which are really, really light. Really powerful for a two-piston brake. I'm really impressed with those. They've got carbon fibre levers as well, so when it's cold, my fingers aren't going to be that cold. It's really cool. They've got Trickstuff rotors as well. These are the lightweight ones, but they're 203 millimeters big, so fingers crossed they'll be big enough. And they're also 2 mil thick, which is pretty cool. You don't get that very often in XC stuff. The drivetrain, we took the wireless off, which is probably an interesting move in this day and age, but went back to 11-speed SRAM XX1. It's a really light drivetrain. It's so positive shifting. It feels absolutely lovely. It's 1042 range on the back, paired with a 32 chainring, just so I've still got quite an easy gear. The chainring's aluminium. It's a Bergtech one, so it's a little bit lighter as well. The cranks are actually the standard cranks, they're SRAM XX. They're carbon, they're very nice, 160 millimeters long. What else we got? Finishing kit. Took the wireless Fox seat post off. Again, bizarre move, but we put this Transfer SL on, which is SL. It's either up or down. It's just two position, very simple and very light. It's 150 millimeters of drop. And the saddle on that is my go-to fabric ALM. The handlebar is probably the most controversial point of the bike. This is a Control carbon one-piece from Roval. It's 90mm effective stem length. I've cut the bars down to 720, which again is very narrow, but a bit more close to what I'm used to. It doesn't ride too badly with that length stem, to be fair. I have gone for a slightly smaller size than I normally would. This is an S2. I'm sort of just towards the top of the range of height for that size. But with this stem, it actually rides quite similar to my XC bike, which is nice. Little bits then, we have got all sorts of mounts. I've got a mount here for cameras, probably going to be running like an Insta360 on there. Big light underneath the bar. We're going to be starting in dark, so lighting's quite important. I've got an exposure Max D. Quite cool. It'll get brighter the faster you go. So the maximum brightness it will go to is 4,850 lumens, which is probably going to be enough, to be fair. So that's quite cool. What else we got? Pedals, I'm just running my normal Shimano XTR. Again, a little bit out of place on this bike, but I know them and they probably aren't going to go wrong, so that's all good. Got a big old mud guard just so I can still see when it gets wet, if it gets wet. And that, realistically, is about it on this bike. I don't know what's going to happen yet. We've got about 2 weeks until I do the effort. But the nice thing for you is that the video's already out, so you know more than I do. So will I still be smiling? Don't know.